Hey YouTube, what's happening? This is my first review, so don't judge please. I decided to chat to you today about this guy, Meikon's fisheye lens. Yeah, if you're on the internet looking for information about this guy, it's pretty hard to come by. So I figured I'd make a quick review for anybody that is interested. Maybe they spotted it. It's quite a cool little lens, and the price is fantastic. Firstly, what does it do? Well, when you're underwater, there's a magnification of about 1.33 times your focal length, which means that if you have a 28mm lens like my Sony RX100 Mark II, you are going to get roughly 37 or 38mm of zoom in your images, on your camera, which is not the greatest. Thing is, underwater you want to get as close as possible to your subject that you're photographing or filming, and that's why wide-angle lenses are pretty awesome. The closer you get, the less light you lose, the better your image quality, and pretty much the easier it is for you to expose your images. Secondly, over-unders. Over-under is when half of your image is split by water and land. Land on top, water at the bottom. When you're taking these images sometimes, or if you have taken these images, you may have noticed that, well, the bottom half is quite big and magnified and the top half is normal. The reason for that again is, like I mentioned earlier, that magnification. If you take an image with this port, you can see it's a very small port. Getting the water to stay in the middle is, number one, very difficult, and number two, not ideal. This guy makes it slightly easier. It's a much bigger port. Keeping the water in the middle is a lot easier, and obviously that magnification is lost with this. So the bottom half of your image will be corrected size, and the top half of your image will be the same. So you're not going to have these weird looking people half in the water and half out. Take a look at these pics and see what the lens does. So that's pretty much it for this guy. Positives, just to sum up very quickly, it's well priced. It's 67mm, which means I can use it even if I upgrade my housing at some point. I can use it on my newer housing that has a 67mm front end. It doesn't degrade image quality too much. There's no vignetting, even though it's got a, well, what's that, almost 5 centimeters 2 inches from front end to rear. There's no vignetting on the images whatsoever, and like I said, the image quality is good. Maybe a little bit of softening around the corners when you take an image, but it's nothing that's really gonna make a huge difference to you. Obviously, if you're a pro, I don't think you'd be using an RX100 Mark II anyway if you were a pro, but maybe, I don't know, I might be mistaken. If you are a pro, I suppose don't get it, spend pro money and buy pro gear. Negative, the only negative about this thing is that it's made of glass. Now you say, why is that a negative? Well, because if I scratch the port, then I pretty much toss the whole lens. I suppose most of them are made of glass. I don't know, I'm speaking from DSLR terms. Many DSLR bodies have DSLR housings have a big polycarbonate dome port. So if you do scratch it, you just buff it out quickly, and you're back to square one. With glass, it's a little different. If you scratch it, you're going to have to replace the whole lens. But that being said, you know, scratching this guy, I don't know. It's not the easiest thing to do. It can be done, don't get me wrong, but like I say, it's not the easiest thing to do, and I'm pretty sure you're going to get some good life out of it if you take care of your equipment anyway. At 190 bucks, you can't go wrong. This whole system, as it is here, you're looking at about $400 from Meikon. I'll put some links in the description below. If you like what you see, click on the links, chat to the people there. The lady I dealt with was Jessica, she's lovely. Yeah, and she'll send your stuff out to you pretty quick. I'm based in South Korea, so it got to me within like 4 days from Hong Kong. I reckon that's pretty decent. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching. If you like, subscribe, click like. And if you have any questions about any of the technicalities related to what we've discussed today, please leave a comment and I will get back to your comment as soon as I can. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Ciao.